And we're recording. That was weird, whatever that was. I don't know if anybody else heard that. All right, so we're going to start out just like we've always been starting out recently with the recognition portion. Let's see. I'll start because I like to. So my recognition, I guess, today would go to Anna because I've been kind of watching her post lately and just watching her business lately in general, and it's definitely been on the rise, which is really cool to see. She's been getting a lot of traffic on her posts as well, which is always nice to see. And it's just really nice to see her kind of get in like this different mindset. I know we've had like conversations in the past, and it's, you know, we've talked about Success Club, and it's always that there's been a struggle, and it's really cool that, you know, things are finally coming together for her, and she's seeing, you know, some awesome productivity in her business. And, you know, now she's well on her way to SC10 this month, which is really cool. So I hope that, you know, keeps on keeping on for you, and that's really cool to watch. So
thank you.
you're welcome.
You're going to share your secrets, right, Anna?
Yep.
I don't know. Just being more myself in the post. That's what I think.
That's the secret. Anybody else have any recognition that they want to throw out before we get to Melissa? Everyone good? Other recognition?
I recognized Rob the last time, but he wasn't on the call, and I don't know if he heard it or not, but good job for being on your cruise and still working Beachbody. The man.
Thank you. I tried. Thank you.
Anyone else? Good. All right. So I'm gonna just hand it over to Melissa and let her chat about all of her wide variety of topic tonight. I think that she's gonna cover. So I'm hoping from the conversation, very much like I said to her, I hope it kind of turns into a little bit of like a brainstorming type thing with the kind of stuff that she's talking about. So, and I hope there's a lot of questions that kind of get generated from this, because I think it's a great topic. So, Melissa, go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Hi, guys. Just in case you didn't know me, my name is Melissa Derevic, and I am approaching my a whole year of coaching for Team Beachbody, so I'm almost there. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. I know it's kind of a big topic, but I'm going to try and break it down into a couple bullet points. So if you need to stop me at any point, and go ahead and do so, or else we can wait till afterwards and have questions too. I'm sure there'll be a lot. I wanted to do this topic only because I'm struggling with it currently. This is something that I am struggling with, so I wanted to learn more about it. So I put myself on the computer for a couple hours in the last couple days, and I found out I was doing this, and I just kind of was like, what do I want to talk about? And it just kind of always came back to like, well, I'm not doing this right now. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing this. Oh my God, we can talk about all of this. So it's just something that I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. I'm not even going to try and profess that I know it all. And two, it's, you know, finding coaches is a hard thing. It's not easy. It's not quick. There's not a, you know, a quick pill to take to find a coach, or a quick like drill that you can just hit all these things and do it. But it requires some commitment and some selflessness once you get a coach. So first, I just wanted to talk about challenge groups. And I was kind of going about it the wrong way, and I was not really having much luck. I kind of was like, I'm a very by the book kind of person. I like to make lists. I like to check off my list. I like to, you know, see what I'm doing. I have my calendar all out, and I wasn't having any success. I was doing A, B, C, and D, and it just wasn't really happening for me. So I kind of had a little realization that, like Anna said, I needed you just be yourself, just to be myself more, and to not to already give the answer from the other person that I was going to talk to. So not already give a no. And if they did, that's fine. So one thing I thought about was, well, I have all these challenge groups going. We have a big, huge challenge group of 200 people and all these that I ran in the past. And that's mainly how I got people rolling the ball into Beachbody. And it's how I built relationships with them. So look in your challenge groups. And if you're not currently in one, get in one just to watch if you're a new coach. But, get in there, and coaches are in there. Potential coaches are in there because, one, they're already into the bug of working out, want to better themselves, want to be healthy, want to eat healthy, want to do this, want to do that. They kind of see what you're doing already. These customers in the challengers in your challenge group, they see what's going on. They kind of get a sneak peek at what a coach does. And then they are also hopefully a product of the product. So maybe they're seeing great results and they dropped, 10, 15 pounds, maybe 5 pounds even. They feel better, they look better, they're happier. And people might say to them, oh my gosh, Leslie, you look great. You've lost weight. You look great. You seem so happy. What are you doing? They say, well, I'm doing T25. I'm in this challenge group. I'm drinking Shakeology. I really like it. And they just kind of naturally fall into that position. So those are great people to find and to ask and to reach out to. And then also they're kind of referring you to others. So they're saying, and then they already have potential coaches there, right there for themselves. So I know we all have been, or most of us have all been or led challenge groups, and you have the people in your group that don't say anything. They don't like a picture. They don't post anything. That's totally fine. I'm sure we were all one of those people at one time. Maybe we still are, and that's totally fine. They just kind of like to sit back and watch. They want to see what you're doing. Just like customers want to do the same thing. They don't, they want to see if you're going to succeed first. They want to see if you're committed and loyal. So sometimes these people you need to reach out to them. And that kind of comes into the whole fact, don't say no to them. Don't say no for them. Go and ask them, because they might be thinking, oh, I so want to do this. I just don't think I can. I really like what she does. I want to do what he does. It sounds like a great job. It sounds rewarding. They might not be so bold as to say, hey, Rob, I want to do this, and can you let me know how you do this? Sign me up. So you might have to reach out to them, but don't say no for them. That's one of the biggest things that I learned starting out as a coach. Two, I just want to talk about sharing the business opportunity, the business side with them. I think when you come across more personal and you build relationships with people, because it's what it's all about. When you build these relationships with these challengers and your challenge groups and your customers, they trust you more. They're watching you do what you're doing. And then it doesn't sound so forced when you start talking about the business side. It doesn't sound so awkward. I know sometimes, you don't want to talk about money. You don't want to talk about this or that. That's kind of hard for some people, and it'll turn a lot of people off. But you have to approach it as, I love what I do. This is what I do. For example, I want a free trip to go to Summit. And I posted a while back about, I got my letter in the mail or whatever, and or in my email. And I just earned a free trip. That's an awesome employer, blah, 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 la, da, da, la, di, da, whatever. I'm so glad to work for Beachbody and get to have opportunities like this. Or, you can pay for, your child to have a tutor or a trip somewhere, or, a sport for your son or daughter to play. You pay off debt. You could buy a car, buy a pair of shoes, Chris Graham, right? So stuff like that, and Beachbody enables you to do that. Share that. I love it because I can provide for my family. I love it because I can stay healthy. I can be healthy for my family. I love it because I'm helping people. Share that, not so much the business kind of side. And then you continuously do that, and you plant that seed. People are going to see that, and it's going to grow, and it's going to blossom, and it's going to start to snowball. So just share what you love about what you do, and people are going to genuinely see that you are genuinely happy and passionate about it, and they're going to want to jump on board with you. A part of asking people to coach, as well as, you know, asking them if they want to try this product or that workout or whatever, you get objections. It's the name of the game. It's part of life. It's not the best, but you are going to come across objections, and we all have. I'll just give you my top 4. I have no time. I have no experience. I'm not this blank enough. I'm not fit enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not this or that or whatever. I don't. And then the last one is, I'm not a salesperson. Well, good. We don't want salespeople. So this is not, you know, coaching is not a sales position. We're not selling this. We are sharing. And once you get rid of the whole, and people are not, some people just don't understand this. They have a bad misconception of, you know, network marketing, but we don't want people who are pushy. We don't want them stalking their prey and hunting you down and, you know, all that. You probably wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. I would be so unappealed, but I would just be like, ugh, like I would run from that. So do exactly the opposite. Don't be a salesperson. Share your passion. Share what you love. Don't stalk them. Don't hunt them down. Don't put, you know, links to your page on Facebook and just throw it out there. You know, put some passion, put some, you know, some heart behind it, and you'll see a better response. Also, you're probably going to want, once you find these coaches and they sign up, hopefully, you're going to want to find out what kind of coach they are. I have plenty of coaches on my team that are just discount coaches, meaning that they are just doing this because they are on Shakeology and they want a discount. And they heard about the discount and they're like, well, that's a no-brainer. Sign me up. I'm a coach. But they don't really want to work the business side of it. And then you got the business builder, the ones that are invested in this and want to see where it goes and build potential and build on their business. So if you have those kind of people, first of all, if you have a discount coach, don't discount them. Keep talking to them, invite them to the team calls, you know, invite them, you know, talk to them, check in with them, and see how they're doing, and don't discount, because they're maybe just sitting back and listening to everything that's going on, and maybe one day they'll be like, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. So stay with them. If it's a business builder coach that you just signed, yay for you. So what you want to do first is you want to introduce them to the team pages. And I say pages, Team Panacea and Team Tenacious, our group. So you want to introduce them just formally on there, just not, you know, nothing special, just quick little how you know them, what they're doing, their goals, welcome to the team kind of thing. And then also get them in a coach training, which we run coach trainings every month. We can always throw you in there, throw anybody in there at any time, usually the beginning of the month that we start. So get them in coach training. There's lots of stuff online and there's lots of stuff in the team pages, and you can always ask your upline anything as well. And then finally, think of them, once you have a coach on you, it's kind of like having a kid. You got to become very selfless. You have to be committed, and you need to, it's less about you and more about them at that point. And you're becoming a mentor for them. You're not their boss. This is their business, so they can run it in any way that they want. So you're not a boss by any means. Neither are you the knower of all things. At least I'm not. I'm learning with my coaches, and I'm learning with each coach. You know, I add to our awesome team. I'm learning with them, and I'm learning more. So build the business together and learn together with them, and be a mentor to them. So that also means leading by example. So that means you've got to do the vital behaviors. You've got to do the workouts. You've got to be on Shakeology. You've got to, be out there how you would like to see them out there. So, and then a final thing that I'm skipping over a lot. I'm doing a condensed version today. Finally, help them find their inner leader in them, and build on that. And then also in the process, you're probably going to find yours as well, which is it's a win-win. So with that, most people aren't leaders. They're not natural born leaders. Some people are going to have a really hard time with this. They're introverts or they're extroverts. So you might have to spend a little bit more time with those that are kind of more shy and reserved. But just let them know that you're there. Show them that you care, that you believe in them. And, like I said, lead by example. And something that I learned, starting with when I started coaching, and I'm still learning now, at a point, I wanted to be like, okay, I'm not going to call Gavin and I'm not going to text Julie. I'm going to figure this out on my own. And I'm going to stop annoying them. And it's not annoying. I know it's not, but I felt it was. So I need to find the tools. And there's so many tools out there to allow myself to problem solve and to fix these things. And so when I have a coach, I can help them do the same thing. So it's okay to make mistakes. I don't know all the answers. So there's a lot of tools out there. This is the final point, that there's info out there. Get them into the whole hierarchy of info that's out there. There's equipment to help them find the answers to things that they need. Let them know that you're available to help still, but that it's good, like little babies, take the training wheels off the bike, that it's good that they're doing this on their own and that they can fight for themselves and do their thing. And then you're always there if they need you. Don't rely on your upline to drive your business forward. You've got to do it yourself. So some great places that are great places to get information. One, Google. YouTube is another one. I was on that continuously since I talked to Gavin last week. I've been watching videos nonstop. I love me some Shailene Johnson, and I always watch her. Janelle Summers, Christine Dwyer. I'm going to give credit for this presentation to Brittany Legrette. I believe her last name is pronounced that way. I was watching a lot of her videos as well. FAQs in your Coach Online office, live chats, team pages, Team Panacea, Team Tenacious. So those are all great tools to find information and help your coaches out. So I think that's about it. Just another thing, I know just the support as you get coaches and you build your team. And even if it's just one coach, even if you don't have a coach yet, that's fine. One coach is fine. Just think about your daily life. I know sometimes I have to take it day by day. Sometimes when the kids are acting up, it's minute by minute. It's pound by pound. It's, one step, one foot in front of the other. So one coach at a time. Even if it's one coach in a year, that's, just do what you can. Keep motivating them and help them stay the course. So that's all I had. And like I said, I give credit to Brittany Legrette on this call because I did watch a lot of her videos and stole some tidbits from her. So that's all I have. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So, does anybody have any questions or comments about anything that Melissa said that they want to talk about? I wrote a bunch of stuff down, so there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. I mean, a lot of the stuff I feel like I touch on a lot. The don't give a no for somebody else, go get the no yourself. I mean, I think that's a huge thing. I think that, a lot of times, especially as new coaches, we tend to do that where we just yeah, there's no way that person's going to be interested. So you basically say no for them. But I think that's an important point to go out there and let them say no to you. Don't say no for them. So I definitely like that. There's a lot of talk about challenge groups and things like that. So just in case, if any of you guys aren't in that determination group that we have going right now, let somebody know so we can get you in there. I mean, I really like that group a lot. It's basically in essence a big challenge group, and kind of what I wanted to allude to in there. And I think that we're starting to see a little bit more of this. Since everybody knows who kind of placed people into these groups because their coach should have been the one that approved them into the group, I think we can really start helping each other by alluding to sometimes that maybe a customer might make a good coach, even if it's not your person. By you saying it, and it's not like, say Rob has a customer in there, and I just think they're really active within the group. And if I'm the one that comes up to him and I'm like, I see you posting all the time, have you ever thought about kind of doing what we do as a coach? I'm not out there trying to steal Rob's person, but it's just cool coming from somebody else that's not Rob, telling these people that, hey, you might make a good coach, and so I'm trying to help Rob out a little bit by showing that person that, hey, I might think they're a good coach. And if that starts coming from multiple people that are non-Rob, I think that that's a really big thing. It's very much like credibility when we talk about it. It's one thing for you to talk good about yourself, but it's 100 times better for somebody else to talk good about you. And it's the same way I think here, and we're going to start seeing that a lot more in this group. And I don't know, I'm still super excited about this group. I think it's going to be a really awesome group for all of us. And, I just want to keep growing it. So I want to get that point across on that group. The sneak peek thing that you used, I thought was pretty interesting, actually. And I just wanted to say something about that real quick. One of the things that I want to implement this year, and I haven't really talked about it with the leaders too much yet, but I want to start doing it now so we can start it in March, is I want to do a coach sneak peek every month. So I want to run a 3-day little group. I don't mind running it myself, where we can bring in coach prospects and I'll talk to them over the course of 3 days about the everyday life of a Beachbody coach, what we do, the find, share, invite, how you earn money, and things like that. And I'll kind of do it over the course of a little 3-day deal. But I want to get that coach sneak peek in place because I think it's going to be a good thing for all of us, especially for new coaches. It takes some of the pressure off of trying to explain, what a coach is and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to maybe possibly take on some of that burden for you guys. But I definitely want to get the leaders involved, and I want to kind of, discuss, how exactly do we want to run this group and things like that. So I'm kind of glad that you said sneak peek because that reminded me that I wanted to talk about that. So that was good. I got notes all over this page. I can keep going here until somebody else cuts me off. The love what you do thing is really huge too. I think this kind of goes back. I mean, if you really love coaching and you love what you do as a coach, it should be just as easy as you talking about anything else that you love in your life. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem sharing it with anybody. It's just another thing. Don't think of it as this, I don't know, like this bad thing that we do, this MLM network marketing that, people are going to come back at us. Don't go in thinking that you're going to get a bad response. Go in just talking about it like anything else that you love. I think that's a really important thing because people can kind of see when you're kind of reserved about something and you're coming at them, like trying to bring something new to them, and they're like, uh-oh, I kind of see what's going on here. So I think that was an important point on that. Using different stories, I think, was a good one too. Like Melissa was alluding to, like talking about cool stuff that you get to do now that you're a Beachbody coach. Paying off the debts or buying the new shoes or doing things like that. Those are cool posts. People kind of look at that like, oh yeah, cool. I want some new shoes. So that was good. I think the not selling thing, think of it more as sharing thing is always a good thing. I say that all the time. And that just goes back to the fact that the way that people, in my opinion, incorporate selling with things is, that annoying person that keeps talking to you and won't shut up and they just want you to buy this product. That's what I think people picture when they picture selling. They don't have that open mind concept about what is really selling. And it's funny because I actually had the same conversation on like a separate Facebook page. They were trying to talk about what selling really is, you know, selling a product versus being a personal trainer. And I, in essence, think they're the same thing. You're just selling a different product. I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm selling Beachbody products. I'm a trainer. I'm selling my services. You know, you sell every day. Okay, we can't earn money unless you sell something. There has to be an exchange of goods or services to make money. That's selling. That's the definition. So if you can get people to think like that, then sure, everybody's a salesman. Sorry, you sell right now. You know, and I really like the idea of calling it sharing. That's my big thing. You know, we're out there, we're sharing this idea with people. If people like it, great. If they don't, cool, we move on. You know, we talk to somebody else. So I think that that's good, because I do think very much what you alluded to. I think selling in MLM has a bad rep in general, but I think it's more because people don't understand it. So that's that was a good point too. The introducing your new coaches to the team page, I think that that's a cool thing. I think people always like to see when they come to the team, like a big welcome thing, and we have like, you know, 10 or 15 other coaches on there saying like, hey, welcome to the team. That's a really cool thing to like start up with. Like, you just started day one and you have like 15 other people saying welcome to the team, you know, and that they're excited for you and things like that. That's important. Team Panacea is always a good page to add to, just because there's a lot of resources there. So that's another important point too. Yeah, I mean, you see, I got a lot of stuff out of this, Melissa. I wrote a ton of notes down, so this is a good presentation.
Hey, Gavin, I've always felt the same way too about selling. I mean, you're always selling yourself.
Yeah.
And every day you go to work, you're selling yourself. And who makes the money? I mean, Walmart?
Exactly.
How much do they sell? They're the one making the money. I mean, you're either selling or you're buying. Who's going to get rich quicker? If you're buying everything, you're not going to get rich.
Agreed,
So,
100% on that.
The people that sell are the ones that make the money.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, and I very much like what Rob said. I mean, regardless, I mean, somebody's making the money, whether it's you or, you know, the end company or whoever it is. Somebody's making money off of a sale. So
usually your boss.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. I thought I had one more. I like that you kind of alluded to like the duplication that we have to do as coaches. So, I mean, if you guys aren't aware of this, as soon as you sign up a coach, you need to really turn into that leader for that person. I mean, that person came on to being a coach because you said something to them that made them want to get involved in this opportunity. So once you bring them in, they're looking to you as that leader, you know, so you really got to switch, you know, flip gears a little bit and really kind of turn into leader mode there and really start this duplication process. That's a huge thing. I mean, if we can get our coaches doing exactly what we do and exactly what we're talking about, it's going to make your life so much easier. If they can see the importance in Success Club and all this stuff that we always preach about in this business is going to lead to, like, you know, lasting results and growth in your business, it's going to be huge because they're going to do the same exact thing when they bring coaches in. Does that make sense? Pretty cool. Cool. What else? I don't know. I don't really have anything else. Oh,
There.
hey, we're all back. I was like, am I talking to myself? Nobody's talking to me. Boop, boop, boop. This is wacky. It's like cutting out, cutting back in, cutting out, cutting back in.
Must be that good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, right. So, I don't know. I didn't have anything else other than everything I just talked about. So, all in all, good presentation. There's a lot of stuff in there. So if you guys do have any questions about anything we covered, you know, definitely say something, ask the upline or post in the team page, because there's definitely was a lot of good stuff in here for sure. So,
It's a good thing you're recording. I got to go back through it all.
there you go. Yep. So I will get the I'll get the recording out on YouTube, and then I'll paste the link for the video. Take it out there. Any other questions? Cool. Everybody good? All right, score. Well,